So I consider myself to be an anti-feminist because the modern day feminism movement attacks everything that it means to be a woman. They don't want to empower women for the things that make us different and special, like being able to give birth and raise kids. They don't even want to consider that a quality of a woman, but of a birthing person instead. Also, I don't hate all men. And I don't think that's cute, and I don't think it's funny, and I think the war on men is actually really disgusting. That being said, I don't think of myself as a victim. I don't think I'm oppressed because of my gender. I think I have the same rights as men, and if you have any ideas of what rights I don't have that men do, be sure to leave that in the comments. I'm pro-women, anti-feminist.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. And we got feminists out here, bro, getting schooled and saying a bunch of off the wall stuff. Y'all already know how it go, man. Y'all already know how it go. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. We're gonna get new women every single day saying some of the most craziest, some of the most off the wall, some of the most idiotic-ish that you will ever hear, man. So before we get into this, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.
Call me biased because this happened to my husband, but hear me out. So an ad came up on his Facebook for a cell phone company that was giving donations to women's shelters. Listen closely to his comment. He said, "Wow, it's great to see good causes like this being supported by big companies. It would be great to see the men's shelters supported as well so that we can create an equal dialogue." Super positive, super fair, super non-dismissive, and frankly, he's right. He was promptly attacked by women telling him to go cry about it, go put on a dress and sleep in the street in the rain and see how it feels. I don't think they realized who they were talking to or how much it hurt. He's been homeless. He was kicked out at 17 and he's been on his own ever since. He's a recovered drug addict who has spent many nights on the streets. And guess what? There was nowhere for him to go because women's shelters are everywhere, but you are hard-pressed to find one that will take a man, especially a 17-year-old boy. So he's coming from a place of full understanding of the needs for these resources, and he has every right to ask for equality in that. And he was met with absolutely no understanding in return. If this is the kind of equality women want, count me out.
And women will always bash you and sit over here and say, "Why are you mansplaining me?" It's like, how is it, right? Mansplaining pretty much means you can't, I guess, explain to a girl, I guess, an experience that only women can experience, I believe. It was something along those lines, you know? And it's like, okay, we really have the word mansplaining. So I can't go up to no female and tell, you know, she explaining something to me, and then I try to talk to her or whatever, and then she's, "Oh, you're mansplaining, you're pretty much trying to put your input in their experience or whatever." But it's just funny that women can sit over here and let the roles reverse. They will then sit up here and try to tell you, dude, just all you gotta do is just hear me out. All you gotta do is just listen. Why can't we understand each other and all come together like we're equal human beings? Well, you know, men try to do that, but the second we try to do that, it's mansplaining. We're literally called a bigot. We're literally called all types of names in the book for small stuff like this. And once again, you know, this proves my point even further that men in this society are looked down upon. We have it way harder than women. We have it way harder than women. We have it way harder than women in this society. It's just sad because look, right? He said, you know, he's pretty much saying, you know, hey, it's cool that we got, you know, this ad for women. When can we get an ad for men? And then we got a bunch of women sitting over here, you know, getting on this nigga about that. But it's like, when a woman do that. But it's like when a woman go up here and then let's just say it's about a man. This is something supporting a man. You will have women jump over there and be like, "Why can't y'all freaking support women? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that?" It's like, bro, we support y'all. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. And then next thing you know, it turns up to an argument, and then it's women, man, can't get away with this, man. It's hard for women to walk out at night in the middle of the street, even though who will be up at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning walking on the street? It's like women use that as an example. It's like women use that as an example when trying to say how hard it is to be a woman. Yo, I hope everybody know that men are victims of crime at a higher rate than women are. When it comes down to women, it only comes down to assault, sexual assault, walking down the street. Why? Because women are easier to take advantage of. If you got a freaking 400-pound dude walking down the damn street, and you got a 130-pound girl walking down the street, and you got a guy who's horny, who do you think he's going to take? He's going to go over there and go to the female because, number one, she's lighter, and number two, it's a female. You can easily take advantage of a female because they're weaker than you, period. You're walking late at night. It's like, okay, you're subjected for a man to try to take advantage of you. For another man, I'm subjected to getting robbed, getting shot, getting killed. So, like I said, man, when men want some equality, it becomes a problem. It becomes, go cry to somebody else. Go do this, go do that, go kill yourself or whatever. But then when a woman sits over here and cry out about stuff like this, it's like everybody got to drop their shit and listen.
Being privileged is being able to sit at home in America and tweet from your iPhone about how oppressed you are because people don't know your correct gender pronoun. Meanwhile, in other countries, at the age of 6 years old, they're sent to mine cobalt so that you can have that lithium battery in your iPhone to tweet about how oppressed you are.
So I consider myself to be an anti-feminist because the modern day feminism movement attacks everything that it means to be a woman. They don't want to empower women for the things that make us different and special, like being able to give birth and raise kids. They don't even want to consider that a quality of a woman, but of a birthing person instead. Also, I don't hate all men. And I don't think that's cute, and I don't think it's funny, and I think the war on men is actually really disgusting. That being said, I don't think of myself as a victim. I don't think I'm oppressed because of my gender. I think I have the same rights as men, and if you have any ideas of what rights I don't have that men do, be sure to leave that in the comments. I'm pro-women, anti-feminist.
A man taking advantage of a woman when
they always say, man, that, we always hear it. They say that men have more rights than women, and then you got some people that say women have more rights than men. Be honest with you, women have way more rights than men. Women have way more rights than men. She hits it on the head, 100%. Women have more rights than men. Y'all can, once again, women can lie and get away with it. Women can put hands on men and get away with it. Women can do a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Women can go to court and freaking use their baby father's kids against them. Dude, the list goes on. So with feminism now, yes, it's feminism now is way watered. It's too watered down, bro. It's too watered down. It is farly too watered down. Because when you look at it, you look at some of these feminists today. Like, what do they really like? My homeboy, his girlfriend, a feminist. And I'm sitting on here like, okay, what are y'all going through? Like what is women going through? What are women going through today that y'all have a problem with? Wage gap. Once again, wage gap has been debunked. Wage gap, first of all, wage gap doesn't account for hours worked. Wage gap doesn't account for the job work. So you go ahead and nip that in the bud. Now what else? Now you're talking about abortion. Now what else? Now you're talking about abortion. So I'm with y'all on that one. I don't think y'all should be able to pick. Y'all should be able to choose whatever y'all want to do with y'all body. Hey, remember, it's America, right? Land of the free. You should be able to do what you want to do. But, with that, it's a wicked world that we're living in. You have that, but that I wouldn't say, because a lot of females would like to sit up here and say, well, they sit over here overturning this abortion law. It's an attack on women. This shows how hard women have in a society, and it's like, bro, that's literally one thing that y'all have that's going against you right now. Y'all have one thing, and now all of a sudden y'all the most underappreciated being in this world because y'all literally just got your abortion rights taken away. I don't know about that one.
she's drunk is so wrong. Oh, I totally agree. And it's so wrong when women do it to men too. Taking advantage of a man when he's drunk, financial domination, trying to appeal to his porn addiction or sex addiction, to get a little extra cash. It's really sad.
By now, I'm pretty sure we've all seen the 97% of women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime videos. Whether that statistic is true or not, we will disregard for the purpose of this video. Let's assume it's true. When men say not all men are, I don't think they're trying to disregard the issue that is clearly at hand. I think men just don't want to be classified as racists who are genuinely good men. Nor should we be classifying all men as racists or most men as racists or enough men as racists. We need to be standing with men against racists, not against men because of racists. We're creating division right now. This is ridiculous. We need to stand together, not tear ourselves apart.
Women who falsely accuse men of should be prosecuted to the full extent and receive the same sentence as a.
Have you ever watched a woman at a bar hit on a man and get turned down? You want to talk about not having self-control? Try a woman getting turned down. I've seen women become violent and angry and rude, all because a guy turns her down. You want to talk about not having self-control? You ever seen women grab up on men at the bar? The guy's uncomfortable and tells them to stop, and they keep going because it's flirtatious and cute when they're assaulting him? Flip the other side, and a man did that, people will be all over him and throwing him out.
You know how women...
That's a fact. And that's a fact. And I'm glad they hit it. I'm glad those two last girls hit on it, man. Pretty much, you got too many women out here. Once again, like I said, women can lie and get away with it. Yet somehow women in America have it hard. But yet we literally have men out here being accused of rape, which they didn't do. You got other men out here who are simply saying, look, we aren't out. You got a bunch of men, because there are more men in this world that are normal creatures than there are rapists, than there are murderers. So, that is my opinion. I don't know the full statistics about that, but that's just my opinion. But you have way more men who are good men who don't do none of that shit that you do rapists. So to sit up here and say, that women have it hard or whatever, you got living proof that women will lie on you, i.e. Deshaun Watson, i.e. Sean Oakman, i.e. DeAndre Fenskis. I still can't get his name right after all these months. Oh well. But all these damn brothers been behind bars, or careers effed up, or careers going to be effed up because of false allegations. So y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.